Hi there, guys. This is Jo with Crystal Luna Tarot. I hope you guys are doing great today. I am here to, number one, do a quick walkthrough on a deck that has already been released in 2014 from Ciro Marchetti. So this was only available through his website, but he no longer has it available through his website. I checked. I didn't see anything available over on that end. But anyhow, I was interested in this deck, and it was going for at least over $150. So the reason I'm doing this walkthrough today, a quick walkthrough, is because it is available now through US.Games, and I picked it up for about like $20. It was like 21 and change. So I am here, you guys, just to let you know that if you are interested in this deck that you maybe have thought of buying sometime in the past, but you just really either, number one, couldn't afford it, or you just thought it was unavailable, I'm here to tell you that Amazon does have it available, and this is not a sponsored video. This is me genuinely just saying, hey guys, if you want it, go get it, because I'm not quite sure how long it's gonna last. That's just, that's just how it is with these things. So why don't we just get right into it? Like I said, it's 2015 was the very first print date, but it's available now, and I say grab yours while you can. And while I'm at it, I want to say just a couple of things. Number one, I am quite aware I haven't been recording lately. I've been working on other projects, so I will be back in the next couple of days, okay? So really sorry about that. But another thing I want to mention is I want to welcome you. So if this is the first time you're on the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you are returning, then welcome back, okay? So enough of that. If you like the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, okay? And leave a comment down below. So let's just get to the real good part. This is a deck that I recently saw someone actually using on a video. I forgot the name of who it was. If I can remember, I'll link it down below. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. So anyway, it is called the Tarot Grand Luxe, and once again by Ciro Marchetti. And this is like, oh my god, this is like a steal, you guys. This is absolutely a steal. So it comes in a hard box, okay? So it's going to be one of these boxes that protects your cards pretty, I would say pretty well, just because it's not like one of those bendable boxes where you have to actually just like, pull the top and it kind of busts up your whole, your whole box. So it is in a very solid box, and it does come with a booklet. It's, let's see here, it's not quite a big booklet, but it's bigger than the little white book that usually comes with most decks, and there's 55 pages, so it looks like there's, quite a bit of information here, and it also has the picture next to the reference or the definition. So I think it's pretty good. I think it's very friendly, beginner friendly. If this is probably your first deck, I don't know that I would completely recommend it as your first deck, but it's following the traditional RSW, so you should probably be fine. Anyhow, this is what the book looks like that it comes with, a bit on the thicker side. Go ahead and place that there, and it's wrapped. So let's just get to it. I am so super excited. Like, you have no idea. I actually manifested this deck because I saw it in the video, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, the artwork is everything. And I remember like seeing the deck like once upon a time, like a couple years back, and I was thinking to myself that I should buy it, but I never got to it, and here it is, and it's $20, and it's on Amazon or US.Games. I mean, quite honestly, it's a really good deal. So let's go ahead and go through it together, because I didn't really go through like the pages that they have available on the website. I didn't go through everything, so we'll be looking at it together. Are you ready? Okay. So let's see. For starters, the cardstock is on the thinner side. I'll go ahead and I'll shuffle it towards the end, but let's go ahead and see if we can get a good image here without the glare. This is the Fool. And these cards are absolutely bright. Now, I do not have the original, obviously, to compare the card stock to, but if any of you do, maybe you can just leave a comment down below and tell us how it's different or how it's similar. This is the Fool. Actually, it's not the Fool, it's the Magician. Hello. Sorry. Long day. So this is the Magician. It's beautiful. This is the High Priestess. And I don't know that the camera is doing it any justice, okay, but they're, they're quite bright. And it also has the name on the bottom of the card itself. So that's quite helpful. It does have borders though, so if you are someone who's interested in something that doesn't have borders, I don't know how that's going to affect the actual outcome of what the card is going to look like, guys. Okay, this is the Empress, and it's a tree. The Empress herself is part of nature, so it reminds me of some sort of storybook fairy tale. Here we have the Emperor. The Hierophant. What's interesting is that there's only the Hierophant here. He's standing solo. I do not see any followers. This is the Lover's card. Very beautiful. It looks like the sun. They're standing in front of the sun, so they're illuminated, which is usually different because it's usually an angel in the traditional rider deck. This is the Chariot, so it's still true to what the Chariot would look like. Strength. It seems like she's riding the lion, so she is demonstrating strength. Here we have the Hermit. It's like a close-up of the Hermit, but it does show the actual the path that the Hermit had to follow in order to get to his enlightenment. This is the Wheel. So the Wheel of Fortune. Quite beautiful. Once again, it does have all 4 elements, but it's being depicted by animals. Kind of like a Native American wheel, I guess. I mean, I would have to take more time and meditate upon these cards, but this is going to be the quickie. So here we have the Justice card, both illuminated by fire, but on top you have the feather, and then you also have the sword. The Hangman. This is Death. So kind of like way back when the doctors used to wear these really crazy looking creepy masks just so that they wouldn't I believe is I guess contaminate themselves through any epidemic that was going on at that time. This is the Temperance, so she is in form of, she's elevated, where she usually has her feet dipping in some sort of, I would say, water pond or something quite like that. She's actually suspended in the air. This is the Devil. Creepy looking devil, as most of them are. But even it being a creepy card, I mean, it's just gorgeous. And here's the Tower, which is the one that we most fear. The Tower looks like it's just in the middle of a storm. It looks like it's in the middle of some sort of like air type of a storm. Like, could be a tornado, hurricane. I do not see any people jumping out or exiting, or not exiting, but kind of just being thrown out the actual tower. So that's different. This is the Star, looking sexy, as always. The Moon. Here we have the Sun. I think it's brilliant. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like these images, I just seriously can't wait to just get right into it and do a reading with it. I actually picked up 2 copies just because you could never really have enough of something that you absolutely love. And plus, I mean, anyone that knows me, I'm pretty rough with my cards. So how I shuffle and whatnot. So this is the Judgment card. Finally, this is the World. Now let's get into the sword elements. Here we have an eagle with a sword beneath. And it has some blue ribbons for peace. This is the Two of Swords, and she is behind a veil, a light veil. I think it's a lavender, so it's a lavender veil. So she's using spirituality to make her decision. And this is the Three of Swords. So instead of like the traditional heart, where it's like the heart is pierced with the swords, this is someone who just really seems defeated. The Four of Swords, of course, this is a card reflecting needing rest and, you know, just being on a break. The Five of Swords, this is someone showing dominance over someone, a situation overall. You see 2 people just lying underneath as if there's not much more they can do. This is the Six of Swords. What's interesting is, what I just noticed is that we usually, with the Six of Swords, you actually see people moving away from a very difficult situation. This is actually, we're looking at the image of the people arriving. So they're looking at us. So they have arrived to their location, not situation, wherever it is that we're going, they arrived. Now here we have the Seven of Swords, which I gotta be honest with you, this is like, I hate this card. I do, because it seems like it's just, there's always such shadiness that comes with it. I mean, if you have another interpretation for it and you see the positive in this card, go ahead, put it down below. But it's just a card that just kind of makes me, it kind of upsets me when I see it, because it really just shows someone is trying to be sneaky and do something that they don't want to necessarily want anyone else to know about. This is actually the next is the Eight of Swords, okay? And she's binded by red ribbon, so there's definitely a lot of anger or just anxiety around that card. This is the Nine of Swords, so this is someone having nightmares. The Ten of Swords. Usually the Ten of Swords is piercing through the individual. It seems like it's just near this person and they haven't had a chance to hurt the individual, the person, as of yet, but they're very close to. So I like this depiction. It's almost like just watch out, you know what I mean? Just watch out, but it's giving you an opportunity. It's giving you an out. This is the Page of Swords, and look at that. It has a little, what is that? A little blue jay, I believe, I think, chirping next to his or her ear. So very smart. Very, very smart. The Page of Swords is always the little smart ass page. And this is the Knight of Swords. Looking fierce. Alright, so yeah, this is the Queen. We're looking at the Queen of Swords. If you notice, there's a lot of blue, cool colors. There's a peacock. So indicates there's beauty there as well. This is the King of Swords, looking like the badass that he is. Now we're moving into the cups. So this is the cups, the Ace of Cups. Gorgeous, one of my favorite cards. So it looks like it's underwater. Lots of emotion there. Then we have the Two of Cups, which it's a bit different because look, it actually has 2 hands reaching out, like a male and a female, just reaching out. Yeah, male and female. Or could it be male on male? Or yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell. It shows 2 hands reaching out to each other, 2 forearms reaching out and connecting. The Three of Cups still has the depiction of 3 maidens or young ladies, or just overall someone having a good time, celebrating. So not only does it show celebration towards the bottom, it also shows like people, a depiction of people doing whatever it is that they're doing up above. Now we have the Four of Cups. This card, I've always saw it not just as someone trying to offer you something and you don't accept it. This is also my thought card, and I really like to see it depicted that way here, because I always see this card as the card of thinking of, giving something consideration, thinking of an individual. This is the Five of Cups, so it still shows that someone is quite upset because something has been damaged. But what's interesting is that the cups are tumbling over, but they haven't cracked, they're not broken, so it's still mendable, fixable. This is the Six of Cups. This is the nostalgia card, and it has teddy bears. Very super whimsical, okay? And there's like a shadow. You really can't see details, like make out details, but there's like a shadow of a young girl on a swing. Very pretty. This is the Seven of Cups. So this is different because usually the Seven of Cups, it's pretty cut and dry, kind of like someone thinking about probably things that are just in their head or just some sort of delusion. But anyhow, this one here shows as if it's a magical card. So there's some magic in this depiction of the Seven of Cups. So it could very well be something possible that could happen, something very magical, unexpected that will take place. And this is the Eight of Cups. This is still showing someone taking off, just saying bye, peace out, leaving all the cups behind. Some are turned over. He probably kicked them over himself, and some are upright. I'm going to move a little quickly with the video, okay, just so that we can not make it much longer than 20 minutes. This is the Nine of Cups, so this is satisfaction, absolute satisfaction, and it shows it because he's smiling. He's all smiles. The Ten of Cups, it shows what appears to be a couple who's very much in love, the comfort of home, and it's a beautiful depiction of the Ten of Cups. I do not see any children around, but I mean, it just really shows that you don't need, I guess it's like more, not as traditional, but it still shows that it's a family-orientated card. Now we have the Page of Cups, super sensitive, lots of blues, lavender colors, the Knight of Cups, the Lover Boy. And once again, let me know if this is in any way different than the original, because sometimes they do add some like extra cards, inserts, things like, you know, just extras. But I think there's only 78 cards here. This is the Queen of Cups. She has a really super confident look in her face. This here is the King of Cups. Once again, father figure. I like the use of colors, lots of silvers, lots of blues. Now we're moving on to the fire element. This is the Ace of Wands. It shows intense passion. Is that a dragon behind there? Yeah, there is. So there's a dragon here. So this is absolute force, power. I love this. This is what the Ace of Wands should represent, like that instant energy that just kind of gets things going. Immediate. And here's the Two of Wands. I like this because this is a new path, path that you're going to walk in. And I like how it has like some different colors here. It's hard for me to see from this angle, but yeah, I see some greens, yellow, purples. Then you also have your Three of Wands. Once again, the waiting for your ships to come in. There's only one ship and it's huge. Okay, and it looks like it comes in the middle of the night, not in the middle of the night, by dawn, or it could be that it's coming or leaving. I'm not quite sure, but it's a beautiful card. I like the way he just takes the original art, the original meaning, and just puts a beautiful, such a whimsical, magical spin to it. And I'm really happy I got my hands on this deck. This is actually the Four of Wands. This is the Five of Wands, so it still shows like a lot of intense passion and a disagreement, or someone who's having a difficult time trying to get the other person to see things their way. So that's reflected in this card, and I like that. There's a certain energy to this card that tells you how intense the situation is. Now this is the beautiful Six of Wands. He's not on a horse. Nope, he's not on his high horse, but he's still standing up above from the other rods, which could be an indication of people. This is the Seven of Wands, still shows the struggle. The Eight of Wands shows that immediate, that moment where everything changes, okay? A quick change. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is usually that card that makes you feel defeated just because you've gone through this situation just so many times. It's almost like, when is it going to be over? I really don't have much fight in me. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to make this like a tutorial, like what the cards meant, but I'm just going with it. Okay, this is the Ten of Wands. Someone is actually, they dropped the wands. Usually the wands are being carried out and through a long path. This guy was just like, I can't, and I'm just letting it go. This is the Page of Wands. Also, there's a lot of depictions of a dragon. There's that intense, like, sleeping dragon energy to it. This is the Knight of Wands. This guy's always such an interesting person because he's the player, but also the good, hot-looking guy. The Queen of Wands. Ooh, look, she has that side profile, that kind of like that smirk to her. Very sexy. This is the King of Wands, also a sexy guy, sexy archetype. Now we're getting into the actual pentacles. So here we have a big coin. That's your ace. Then we have the Two of Coins. They're calling it coins. So the Two of Coins. And he's on a tightrope. So this is a situation that calls for being absolutely sure of what you're going to do and being very careful so that you don't make the wrong decision, because you slip, you're done. And then this is the Three of Coins. This is working. The Four of Coins, it shows holding on to what you feel is important, and this person is a traveler, a conquistador. This is the Four of Wands, is it not? No, this is the Five of, what did I say? The Four of Wands. This is the Five of Coins, okay? So this is usually stress over money. It doesn't show anyone stressed over money in this particular depiction, but it does show us someone's giving money, which is very similar to the Six of Coins. This is the Six of Coins, so this is a bit different. See, it's being, the amount of money is being weighed out. So there are some differences, guys. Seven of Coins. Oh, she's happy. Look at that. Usually the Seven of Coins just really shows how you have to work until you get what it is that you're putting your effort in. She's already cashed in. She's happy as can be. Then we also have the Eight of Coins. So this person's really going at it, just really putting his focus, reading, educating themselves. This is the Nine of Coins. So it's showing some security there. The Ten of Coins. So this is actually reminds me of the Four of Coins, but it's depicted as the Ten of Coins, which would usually be like money, family money, or not like in an inheritance, but just holding on to what you have and making sure that you create a nice, solid foundation for yourself. But this guy is putting money away. Then you have the Page of Coins. Finally, we have the King of Coins. He's like really armored up. I noticed that about all the kings. They're all really armored up, so they're really well protected. This is the Queen of Coins, looking beautiful, solid, as always. That's what she represents. And actually, that was the Knight, and this is the King. Okay, and this is the King of Coins, and that is it. That is the whole rundown for your $20 Ciro Marchetti deck. I mean, you gotta grab it. I mean, why not? It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I can't wait to read with it. I will be back very soon. What did you think of it? Are there, especially for those individuals that already have this deck, differences, anything that's similar? Let's go ahead and shuffle it real quick. Okay? Let's see if it stands through my rifle shuffling. And it does. It has a really good I would say. Not too much of a bend, just enough. And let's see how it overhands. All right, it passes my test. It's not, I noticed it doesn't have any gold trimming, or it's not gilded in any way, which I actually prefer it because the gold gilded edges just really just kind of breaks off really quick anyway. For me, anyhow, that's my situation with any gilded edges. But anyway, guys, so check it out. 20 bucks, Amazon, US.Games, and yeah. As I said, not a sponsored video, but I'm looking out for you guys. So sending you tons of love, and I will see you in the next one. I have another deck that I picked up, which I did not see a walkthrough or a review on YouTube. So I feel that it is my duty to bring this to you just in case you do want to purchase it before it's not available anymore, guys. Okay? Sending you tons of love. Ciao, and I'll see you in the next one.